What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing your firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Brought to you by NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association.
Places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning and happy Friday, Rockaholics. Welcome to the end of the traditional work week. We have been watching so much of the Olympic Games, and we've heard the Star Spangled Banner so many times because we've been on the podium so much.
Yes, we dominate.
But did you say that in a German accent?
I don't know.
Yes, we dominate. America, yeah. But did you know there are 4 verses to the Star Spangled Banner?
No.
There are.
Yeah.
But we only play the first one. Why is that?
Because the rest of it's not so great.
On the shore dimly seen through the mists of
Did
the
anybody
deep.
ask you to sing this to us?
Have you even heard the second verse of the Star Spangled Banner? On the shore dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes.
Have you ever read it before?
This is my first time.
That's apparent.
You ever read before, period.
What is that which the breeze or the towering steep?
Again, of the 3 of us in this room, which one said keep going? I'm confused. Was it Danny? I didn't hear Danny's voice. Sarah, did you say keep going? Because I know I didn't say keep going.
Sure didn't. Nope, wasn't
so
me.
This is all on you.
Well, while I finish singing the second verse, I will raise my freak flag all the way up the flagpole with the American flag. Go Team USA.
All right, there we go. That part I could get behind.
Yeah, let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Today is International Co-working Day, so I guess have some fun with your coworkers. Maybe they'll sing the national anthem to you in whatever country you're in, since it is an international thing. It's also National Hand-Holding Day. You really putting your hand out?
Yeah.
You want me to hold your hand?
Yeah. We
Sarah?
should start every show.
I love
Danny?
this.
You know what? I'm too far from you guys. I can't. Sorry.
Oh, jump over. Jump over.
Steve, your hands are very cold.
That performance of the song made me feel cold and dead inside.
When you hold hands with your wifeski or spouse,
I don't really hold hands with my wife that much anymore.
But do you hold like this, or do you do the
No.
interlocking fingers?
You got to interlock.
Now we're interlocking feet. This is getting weird, guys.
I like all of this, actually.
Steve looks so uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable right now. This feels like I'm at church when they have those moments where, like, everybody, even if you don't know the person to the left or to the right, you hold their hand, and I don't. And then all of a sudden, I feel the guy kind of like nudge his hand against my hand, and I'm like, oh crap, this is getting awkward. Let's hold hands, fine.
So we're doing it for the
rest
entire
of the show. Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be. Can we just do it for the rest of the DMD?
Yes.
I don't know how to scroll with that.
Okay, I'll give you your hand back.
All right, cool.
I feel sweaty now.
Me too. You guys are very warm. That was nice.
I have to wash my hands twice.
All right. Well, I don't even know what to do anymore. What the hell happened right there? It's your fault.
I derailed us. I'm so sorry.
She's so uncomfortable.
This is like the biggest fear whenever I would like go somewhere where they're like everybody hold hands, and I'm like, you'd be like a circle, and you're like, I don't know these dudes. Do they want to hold my hand? Because I don't want to hold theirs, but I also want to be rude.
You can't be rude. You just got to go for it.
Especially not on National Hand-Holding Day.
And then how firm of a hand holds? Like, do I grab them and hold on for dear life?
Yeah, you got to establish dominance.
Do I do like a limp hand?
No.
Do I do the little finger tickle?
Yeah.
These are the things that go in my head. You used to do that when we were younger. You shake someone's hand and you give them a little finger tickle and see what happens.
I do like a finger tickle.
I bet you do. Let's talk about this thing that happened. Have you ever forgotten something while you were traveling?
Yes,
And
usually it's earrings.
Earrings. Okay.
Earrings.
What about you, Sarah?
I forgot my belts.
Your belt? How
Yes.
many belts do you bring?
Well, I brought like 3. I usually bring 3. A little sparkle. I have different
3
options.
belts?
And I forgot them all.
Her
My pants were
championship
falling
belt
down.
as well. Danny, do you forget anything when you travel?
Mostly just like, actually the thing is contact solution. I
Okay.
forget it every single time, and I have to go find a freaking CVS.
Well, there was a big study I was just done asking a bunch of people and said, hey, what is the top thing that you forget? Number 1, none of you said it, phone charger. 34% of people forgot that. Number 2, toiletries. That kind of goes in line with the... And then number 3, hands to hold. It's very odd. No. Sunscreen. I feel like all those destination places like Hawaii, Florida, any place that you're going and bathing in the sun, they make a killing on sunscreen. They jack
need
that
the big
price
bottle.
up. Yeah. And they jack the price up way more than you should have to pay for that. But that's what's going on. And also wallet, water bottles, things along those lines, socks. The only thing I remember us forgetting while we were on vacation was a stroller.
Oh, no.
But we intentionally forgot it because we bought it for Disneyland because it was a lot easier to travel around. You could just buy one for $50 as opposed to renting one for 2-3 days, which is like $50 a pop. And then at the end of it, we're like, what are we going to do with this Mickey Mouse stroller? So we just left it in the hotel room.
There you go.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get it at some consignment shop, I bet.
Consider it a tip to the cleaning crew.
Oh, that's so kind of
I know.
you.
Thank you. You want to hold my hand again?
Yeah. A window washer had to be rescued after he got stuck on the side of Alabama's tallest building. He was 450 feet up in the air. And since he had a little bit of time waiting to be rescued, he decided to call up his mom just to say hi and let her know what was going on. Here is Jared and his mom talking about the incident.
50-50 shot. Either it's going to lock or it's not. And when it locked, I was like, okay, well, here we go.
He calls me a lot from work, and he said, hey, Mom, I'm stuck here on a ledge, and I'm just hanging out here, waiting until to see if Will be able to get me down. And I was like, oh, okay.
We haven't had many problems out of our equipment. We've noticed things that we were trying to get replaced and haven't had the chance to.
Jared has always been kind of a daredevil, and he always, if it's a high-risk job, he's like, sign me up.
I'm trying to think of who I would call if I was stuck on a... I'd call you? Yeah. And be like, Danny, what are you doing? You want to come hang out?
I'd just be like, hey, I can see you.
They'd be calling my boss like, can you get me down already? This sucks.
I do get real excited, though, when the window washers are, like, right outside the studio.
Mm-hmm.
That is a wild, wild job. It's fun to watch.
Could you do it?
Hell no.
Even on a scaffold with like
No.
a harness attached?
Nope. I like roller coasters and things like that, but I don't really like that kind of heights.
Would you go on a ride? Like, I mean, if they said, hey, you could come up with us for just one time, go up and go right back down.
I mean, my stomach turned just thinking about it. I mean, maybe I would.
I like to think I would, but I don't think I could do it. That would just be too scary. Sarah, would you do it?
Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
She says yes to everything.
Well, if you're attached.
That's George.
And if you're attached and then you're just dangling there, you're still surviving. You're just dangling.
Just dangling right there.
Yeah.
Hey, the Mariners taking on the New York Mets at home. And then how about this tomorrow? I don't know if you guys know this, but your Seattle Seahawks.
Go Hawks.
First preseason game taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in Los Angeles.
Let's go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Wait, is today the first Blue Friday? Did we forget it? Crap. I didn't even think about it.
I got a blue pen.
That counts.
I'll just put it on my ear. Boom. Problem solved. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs,
Sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on comfort autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Lily Allen is a singer, and she recently found out that she has some highly rated feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a thing?
Apparently, they're quite a thing. They're so nice. Her feet are so lovely that she does OnlyFans, but it only features pictures of her feet and videos of her feet.
Feet.
Yeah, only. Yes. And this is her on a podcast talking about it.
I have a lady that comes and does my nails, and they informed me that I have 5 stars on WikiFeet, which is quite rare, but yes, that my feet are rated quite highly on the internet.
A Wikipedia about famous people's feet.
Yeah. She said that I could make a lot of money from selling foot content on OnlyFans.
I don't even know WikiFeet was a thing.
I didn't know that either.
Then again, I've never been like the feet person or the foot person. I don't even know Lily Allen. The name sounds familiar.
Oh, I know this song.
But she's wearing shoes in the music video, so I don't understand what's going on here.
So she's married to David Harbour, who plays Jim Hopper in Stranger Things. If you're a Stranger Things person, by the way, a $10 subscription will get you hooked up with her feet.
And it's just pictures of her feet.
Apparently so. So because of this, her money-making foot endeavor, we have a simple question. 206-803-ROCK. Andrew, you're on I-5, and our simple question is this. If you were doing an OnlyFans, which part of your body would you show off?
Good morning.
What's up, Andrew?
Oh, another day. I would probably have to say my right foot.
Your right foot? What's wrong with your left foot? Please don't tell me you don't have one.
I got a nasty green toenail that keeps falling off and grows back.
You know, there might be some people that want to see that, so...
Yeah, you know, like maybe a horror fan that also likes feet. Put them together. Boom, money making.
We've got Kevin in Falls City. Same question to you, a simple question. If you were to do OnlyFans, which body part would you be showing off?
Well, good morning.
What's up, Kevin?
I'd have to say my whole body. I'm 6'3" and I weigh about 145 pounds.
Tell us more.
Yeah,
Sarah just got really
I'm
excited.
Like the after picture. You know what I mean? And
Nice.
Oh yeah, you got abs and everything, huh?
Exactly.
Nice.
What about the feet? Would you do just feet though?
No. The only person who wants my feet after I get off of work is my dog, my English Bull Terrier. She's the only one I have anything to do with them until I take a bath, and so wouldn't get very far on the feet alone.
Picturing you running from your dog, and your dog's just like going for it, like kibbles and bits or something.
Daniel in Anacortes.
I loved how humble he was about his body, though.
I know.
I'm the after picture, bro.
Daniel in Anacortes, if you were to do an OnlyFans, which part of your body would you be showcasing?
Can I say the turd cutter?
Ah, you just did.
All right.
The good old
I wasn't
pooper,
sure
huh?
how, if that was okay. Yeah. I think that would be a moneymaker.
Is that something that you get complimented on by like the ladies or?
Yes, my wife tells me every day. She loves it.
She loves the hiney. She loves the hiney.
Jerry is in West Texas, and we've got the same question to you. If you were doing OnlyFans, which body part would you be showing off?
I'd say probably my face. I got a pretty good beard.
Oh, I love a beard, man. I'm a sucker for a beard.
Describe your beard to us. No, but do you have like the long ass beard, or is it just like a really nicely trimmed beard?
It's long. It's pretty long. Probably not quite to my nipples. It's squared off, trimmed up.
Nice.
That'd be a bonus if it was a shot of the beard and your nipples.
Is there a little gray streak in there, or is it all black?
No, it's starting to get gray.
So he's distinguished. Are you bald?
No, but I do shave my head. I keep it pretty tight.
That feels like that's the Northwest look now.
Have you ever braided your beard?
I've tried, and other people, girlfriends of mine have tried, but it never holds.
Only beards.
Oh, weird. For some reason, Sarah's husband's online. He just wants to tell us what OnlyFans pages he would subscribe to.
I mean, you want some bigger boobs?
I don't know why he wanted to chime in with that, but he just did.
I mean, you want some bigger boobs?
So he wouldn't subscribe to mine if I was to make one right now.
No, mine. He would subscribe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, have you ever hooked up with a friend's partner? Or has your friend ever hooked up with someone you were with?
Ooh, saucy.
Spicy. Very spicy. 206-803-ROCK. I guess I'm curious to know if this means that they are exes or if they'd hook up when they're together. I'm confused because it says this recent survey says 1 in 5 men would happily sleep with their best friend's girlfriend given the chance.
Well, it didn't say ex-girlfriend. It said girlfriend.
So that means you just go there.
I do not understand that. That seems so look, I'm an idiot in many ways, but when it comes to my friends, I would never think. Honestly, I'm the type of person when the relationship ends, in my eyes, that person is also they're dead to me. And not in a mean way. Like if I ran into them at a store or something or at a game and they said hi, I'm not gonna be like, go F yourself. Yeah. But the relationship that we had is gone. The reason why I was friends with you is because you were dating my buddy.
For sure.
And then when that's over, then our relationship is over as well.
It says that 12% of men would stay in touch with their friend's girlfriend after the breakup in hopes of seducing the girl themselves.
Oh, absolutely, that's the hope. I think maybe part of me is because I remember in college, and looking back on it, it's not the end. I can't be as upset as I was, but in college you get upset over stupid stuff. And my buddy hooked up with my ex-girlfriend soon after we broke up. And I saw them going into we were having a party and she showed up and then I saw them going into his room. And I lost my mind. I punched the refrigerator, nearly broke my hand. And I had my buddies all holding me back, trying to get into the room to fight him. I was a drunken idiot. And I think but that was the moment where I realized I'm never going to do that to somebody. Because I was like, you're my homie. Yeah, I know that we're not together anymore, but we literally just broke up. And now here you are just hooking up with her.
Do you have many Eskimo brothers?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I don't really ask hey, did you hook up with this person too? I never really cared about that in that sense.
Fraternity life, I'm sure.
Do you have Eskimo sisters?
I have a couple Eskimo sisters.
Do you compare notes?
Yeah.
Wow. Has there ever been notes that were so far off? You're like, wait a second. No, he was way more awesome to me than you're making it out to be.
Oh, this is going to sound so shallow, but it's really it's not nice things. Comparing notes, it's not nice things.
So you're both just trashing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like wow, that was so amazing. It was the opposite.
Okay, he wasn't a stallion. You're not saying that.
No. There was no stallion experience with my friends.
I remember one time. I remember back in the days of my partying days, my buddy Brian and I were good buds, and his girlfriend became good buds with me as well. And we went out to some rave, and he was working night, so he couldn't go with us. He's like, yeah, you two go together. I was like, great. So we ended up hugging. Nothing bad. But because we were just on a different plane, we were just partying alone. I remember we both went back and we're so sorry we hugged. He's like, okay. That was my mindset. I didn't even want to high five my friend's significant other.
You
or
crossed
hug
the
him
line with that hug, Steve.
Well, I know that's a still silly story, but that was my mindset of I never want to even think like that because I feel like that's just like the ultimate violation of someone's trust. Like, that's your homie, and you're pining for their girl. There's a million girls or a million guys out there. You can find somebody else.
206-803-ROCK. We're asking if you have ever hooked up with a friend's partner, or has your friend ever hooked up with someone that you were with? There is a statistic that is nice to hear. 52% of the men polled said that they would never even consider sleeping with their best mate's girl.
No.
I mean, you just got to know, like, that friendship is probably over. So it better be really worth it for you.
Someone said I'm 30. This came in via text at 206-803-ROCK. I'm 34 now, but I had a conversation with my high school ex, and she told me that she slept with my brother. And then I later found out my best friend banged her as well. But he didn't know she and I used to date. That's from Chris in Tacoma.
That's a love triangle. Maybe a love trapezoid. I don't know.
Someone said I worked at a plumbing shop where everyone had sex with the dispatcher. Nobody knew until she got fired a year later, LOL.
LOL. Jared in Spanaway, you're hooking up with your friend's ex currently?
Yes, actually. But before you take back, I got to ask the question.
Oh, God.
Yes.
So my best friend passed away 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that. And that's a whole different conversation. Absolutely. You're right.
Yes. And of course, his longtime girlfriend, who I'm also close friends with, I've been helping her through the process of course, his death. And we've caught feelings for each other.
Which I think that's very understandable. I mean, you are dealing with something that is very personal, and I can imagine not in a sexual way, but that's a very intimate relationship that you're building just because of just the heaviness of what you're going through.
Right. The problem I'm worried about, of course, I've always planned to take care of her because
that's your dude,
my best friend, right? But at the same time, like I'm afraid of being trauma bonded to this person and it not working out.
Oh.
And then it all goes sour, and I then feel like I've messed over my friend.
Have either you or the gal involved done any sort of like grief counseling or grief therapy?
A little bit.
You know, I never thought of it from that perspective. Like your fear is like, okay, if it doesn't work out, then you're breaking her heart in a roundabout way. That you're letting your buddy down who's no longer with you because you're hurting someone that he cared about. But I wouldn't. I mean, I think about that sometimes where I'm like, I would want my significant other, like if I passed, I would want like Sid to be with someone that's going to be good to her. And I have some good friends, and I of course you don't want to have that conversation with your buddy. Like, hey, look, if I kicked the bucket, would you like swoop in and like talk to my lady? Like, you don't think about that, but I would. I don't think what you're doing is at all wrong or at all bad or anything like that. And I wouldn't be too worried about what if it doesn't work out, because what if it does work out? Like, you don't know, until you get into that relationship. And if it doesn't work out, you hope that you're both mature enough to be like, look, it didn't work out. And that's a bummer. Like we gave it our best effort. And it was during a really weird time. But if I was your homie, I mean, of course you can't have that conversation with him now because he's no longer with you. But like, I would think that he would have your back in this situation.
I agree. I think he would want both of you guys to be happy, and it sounds like you're finding happiness.
Yes, actually, at the moment, yes, definitely.
But I bet, is it tough also just like, some like friends and family, like do you feel like they're judging you guys, or is it not at that point yet?
We've kept it a secret because it's not at that point yet.
Yeah, I feel
that is a fear for both of us, though.
Oh, I can only imagine. Some people get weird about that kind of stuff, but I think, you can't worry about them.
Right.
Well, wishing you all the best, Jared. Thank you for
much
sharing
love,
that
man.
story.
And sorry to hear about that.
Thank you.
The Daly Migs Show. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Christy Pierce-Rampone here, former member of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, 3-time gold medalist, 2-time World Cup champion, and part of the 99 team that won the Women's World Cup, igniting passion for soccer everywhere. I'm mom to 2 teenage girls, and quality time together is prime time. We love to cook, and I have an obsession, a healthy one of course, with cooking utensils. Where do I turn? Amazon Prime, to get them fast. And when they arrive, where do I turn? To Prime to stream the best cooking shows. And then, for dessert, what do? The Rampone team streams. Each of us gets to be the captain and pick the show. Right now, we're all over British TV, part of a Prime subscription. I think a trip to the UK is in the future, and of course, we'll get all we need for that trip. From workout clothes to raincoats, from plaids to luggage, from travel guides to umbrellas, from streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. That's Amazon.com/Prime.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Listen as Selenia tells us why she chose to vaccinate her daughter.
I definitely felt like the pros far outweighed the cons. The diseases that I am protecting my child against, they're still here. And at the end of the day, it's my job as a mother to keep my child safe.
Talk to your child's doctor and learn more at whyvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat me? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
What, Sarah? What?
I never jump with you guys, and I definitely wouldn't today because
Why?
It looked exhausting. Let's get to Angie from Monroe. Angie, are you there?
Yes, and I have a helper.
You have a helper. Who's your helper?
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Okay, Angie and
Hello.
Tyler, if you beat Mr. Migs, I'm going to send you a beautiful Daly Migs gold medal in honor of the Olympics. So a lot is on the line because these are actually very cool. No pressure.
I'm excited. We
Yeah,
already beat him once. We can do it again.
But only one medal. so
Only
you guys
one medal,
gotta have
though.
to figure out visitation rights.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
All right, bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Angie and Taylor have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Mick Jagger.
Correct. Recently surpassing Frozen 2, what movie became the highest grossing animated film of all time?
Pass.
How many children do Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have together?
3?
No.
2?
No.
4.
Correct. What rapper carried the Olympic torch on its final leg through Paris today?
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
Giraffe.
No.
Pass.
Jennifer Lopez recently had her 55th birthday themed like what popular Netflix show?
I don't know. Pass.
What band had the hit 90s song Barbie Girl?
Aqua.
Yes. What is the official currency of France?
Euro.
Correct. Angie and friend, you got 5 correct. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not great. See, this is
not as good as last time. We had 9-6 last time.
Oh, 6-9. I think this is where sometimes having a helper is actually not a good thing, you know?
Because there's too much time to speculate.
There's too much time, there's too much info. But I don't know. Steve?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm walking in with the torch just like Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
I'm watching the video of that.
Sorry, you don't look nearly as cool.
No. It's because I don't have the tracksuit.
Oh, yeah, that's the only reason, yeah.
And the shades.
You do own some tracksuits.
I was going
so
to say,
you need
when
to do it more often.
When are you going to make this transition to just tracksuits every day?
I got to get more than one tracksuit.
That's fine. You
only
love
have
them.
I do love a good tracksuit.
You just have one, though?
I do.
I thought you had more than one.
Just one black one.
You
But I
should-
need an Olympics one.
Yes, in multiple
All
colors.
white. Oh.
That'd be sick.
I mean, he looks good.
So does. Are you ready?
Ah, yes.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Mick Jagger.
You know it. Recently surpassing Frozen 2, what movie became the highest grossing animated film of all time?
Oh, crap. Is it Toy Story?
No.
Inside Out.
No.
Inside.
No. How many children do Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have together?
4.
Correct.
Oh.
What rapper carried the Olympic torch on its final leg through Paris today?
D-O-double-G and on the scene. Paris. Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg.
Correct. What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
I'll go giraffe.
No.
Elephant.
No.
Rhinoceros.
No. Jennifer Lopez recently had her 55th birthday themed like what popular Netflix show?
Squid Games.
No.
Stranger Things.
No.
Bridgerton.
Yes. What band had the hit 90s song Barbie Girl?
Aqua.
You know it. What is the official currency of France?
Euros.
Yes. The sun is mostly made up of what element?
Air.
No.
Gas.
No.
Methane.
No. Steve?
I won.
Doesn't matter because you got 6 correct, which is closer than I thought it'd be, but 6-5. Congrats,
Yes.
Steve.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Angie.
Wow, that was close.
You rock. Have a good weekend.
Whew, that was a little stressful.
Yeah, because we didn't make that many medals, so I was a little nervous.
And you've already lost today, so
I know. I was like, if I lose 2, you guys are going to be like, dude, what are we doing here?
you're going to kick yourself. You said inside out and inside.
It's Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
Whale.
You know it.
Ah.
Do you know what specific kind of whale?
Blue whale?
Yes.
How do they weigh that?
Well, you get a whale, you get a scale, and then you put the tongue, have him
I feel like
open
you,
wide.
A whale
you got to
on a scale.
remove the tongue from the mouth in order. I guess it has to be a dead whale.
I think they're dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
his
yeah.
yearly whale checkup, he makes sure that they check all the weight of the animal.
So how much does a human tongue weigh?
Well, yours is really large, so yours probably weighs more than average.
You think a good 3-4 pounds?
Yeah.
No. Do not give yourself that credit.
Kicks for Kids is back, Rockaholics, and we are so proud to be partnered up once again with the fine folks at Mary's Place to help put brand new back-to-school shoes on local children in need.
Any amount helps. And over the years, I just saw that we've helped raise over $140,000 to help put brand new shoes on kids in need with Mary's Place. It's an awesome organization. Love working with them and love the fact that we're able to help out kids who otherwise are going to school with some old shoes, and we don't want that to happen. So any amount that you can afford, whether it be $5, $20, we always have our $69 club as well as $69, $100, whatever you can afford will be greatly appreciated.
Last year, Mary's Place was able to help out nearly 4,000 kids, and this year our goal is $20,000. I think we can blow that out of the water, Steve
Hell yeah.
Migs. You can get more info at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show.
Steve Carell was a huge part of The Office. Did you watch The Office, Steve?
No, I've always wanted to watch it. My wife, for some reason, has zero interest. I don't think she's a fan of that dry style of comedy.
Oh, sure.
So anytime
Didn't she like Parks and Rec, though?
Yeah, but she got
I
over
get it.
after a while. Like she liked Parks and Rec, and then she got burnt out on Parks and Rec because we tried binging it, and we were watching like 2 to 3 episodes a night. And after about 3 weeks, she's like, "We need to stop watching this show." And then after that, it changed streaming services, so I don't remember which episode we ended up on. So we just kind of gave up on the show.
We're the same. I mean, I asked that, but it was the same way with us. We always watch binge watch Parks and Rec, but for some reason never watched The Office.
I loved The Office. And obviously one of the biggest catchphrases to come out of that show is, "That's what she said."
Okay.
And Steve Carell was in a recent interview where he said that he actually doesn't even like those jokes in real life.
The show hasn't been on in like 35 years, so it's a little bit of an old joke at this point. Walking around with my kids and someone would roll down the window of their car and scream, "That's what she said," with no context, not even in response to no setup at all.
Wow.
Whenever I'm asked to sign that, I won't.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Bummer.
That's interesting. I feel like he probably has a few different things that people will come up to him and Kelly Clarkson might
for
yell.
sure.
But yeah, it's yelling "That's what she said" while he's with his kids is kind of weird.
I mean, I can guarantee you my mom has never seen a single episode of The Office, but she uses that phrase more than any person I know.
Well, I feel like that phrase was around before The Office. Maybe it just got more popular because of The Office.
Were you saying it before The Office?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know even when I first heard that. I just assumed it just existed since the dawn of time.
I mean, that show definitely shined a very bright light on it if it was something that had existed before.
It's funny when you listen to that because I do think of something that, granted, it's not the end of the world, but I remember forever now, people just associate the 69 joke, and they will say it to me all the time. And to go back in time, when I first started joking about it, it was because of the movie Goon. And if you ever saw the movie Goon, there's a part where he's trying to pick out what hockey jersey he's going to wear. And one of his buddies yells, "Pick number 69, that'd be hilarious." And I always thought the 69 joke was the dumbest thing in the world, right? So I started doing it just as a goof. I would use 69, but more in a mocking way. And then people started yelling at me at random places, or I'll constantly get tweets. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I just created a monster. Now all of a sudden, the thing I made fun of, I'm being associated with. And people would send us a jersey with the number 69 on it with my name. And I'm like, what am I doing here? What happened?
You can't escape it. It's your whole identity now.
I finally had to just embrace it because I'm just like, this is hilarious. At this point, it's just too funny. I remember, I'll never forget the one time I was at Spirit Halloween. And I was leaving the Halloween store. It was the Toys R Us that got turned into a Spirit Halloween store. And as I'm leaving, the lady that was the cashier, she goes, "Oh, Migs." And I'm like, "Yeah, 69. And my wife's looking at me like, "What? Why is this random woman yelling 69 at you?" And all I could respond was, "Nice."
I mean, when my phone battery is at 69%, if I'm going 69 miles per hour, I think of you, Steve. I do.
I
Every time.
appreciate that. But I had nothing to do with the creation of it. That's crazy. I did not know that Steve Carell is considered to be the person that
coined it?
That coined it, or at least made it famous.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Growing up, we know that you probably played some stupid games with your friends.
Lawn darts.
What were those games? 206-803-ROCK. We bring this up because there is a woman from Florida named Amber.
Okay.
And she got caught shoplifting from a Walmart. But she claims that the reason she was doing this shoplifting was because she was playing a game called 21, where you steal as much as you can from the store and then dump it into a random car.
Is this an actual thing? Like, if we looked up the game of 21, this is going to show up, or is she just making this up to get out of getting arrested?
This I don't know.
Okay, so you've never played 21, other than like blackjack. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing.
I would like to know why it's called 21.
Maybe it's 21 objects you have to take? I don't
Well,
know. Or maybe she just made it up and that was the first thing she thought of was 21. I don't know. Why are we trying to get in the mind of an idiot?
She did end up getting arrested.
Okay.
Not for shoplifting, but for drug trafficking. What? Yeah. Here is Amber being talked to by the police.
We're doing an investigation right now. Apparently somebody walked out with a
Car, put it in a random car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Would you come over by the car with us?
Whose car is it?
I don't know.
Me neither.
So where's all your stuff you took out of the store? And
I just put it in a random car that was open.
In a random car that was open?
Yeah.
For what?
Because y'all were coming and I just ran up to the car and put it. It's a game that we play. It's called 21. It's basically like you go and steal all the field and you get out without getting caught.
So
well, I did it one other time than this time, but I got caught this time. So now I got to figure out where my purse is and where my merchandise is because now I got to give all the merchandise back to Walmart. Well, it's not really a game.
Yeah,
it is a game.
It's theft.
To you, that's theft. It's fun too. It's really fun. Oh, going to jail is fun.
It's really fun. It's not really a game. And I love that the cop is just like, yeah, it's called theft.
Yeah.
But she said it with such confidence. Granted, that might have been the meth talking. But she said it with such confidence that it sounds like as if like this is a game that she plays.
Like they should just let her go because it's just a game.
She's gonna give everything back.
Of course.
And I love how she's like, yeah, it's in a random car. I don't know whose car that is.
So when the
all
police,
this makes all the sense in the world.
Absolutely. And so when the police did find which car it was, there was more than $1,000 worth of stolen goods in the back seat.
Jeez.
But also in the back seat were the drugs, which was marijuana, meth, drug paraphernalia, and a locked safe with bars of silver, copper, and platinum.
Wait, they sell all that at Walmart too? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But that was what she ended up getting arrested for, was all this
So that's for the drug trafficking. I bet she got dinged for shoplifting as well. I don't think they believed her that her game was 21. Like, you know what? We'll let that part go, but the meth and the drugs and the gold, that we can't let slide.
Did you have any invented game that you participated in as a child?
See, I don't know if they were like invented by us or it was just kind of passed around. I'm sure people have maybe played different versions of this, but we had when around 4th of July, which, I mean, it's not yet. I was suddenly looking at the counter, like it's not like today or anything like that. But we would take bottle rockets and aim them at each other, and you'd have a head start. You could start running, and then all of a sudden you'd shoot it at them. And more often than not, it didn't get you because bottle rockets just kind of went everywhere, you know.
So your aim is bad then, yeah?
Well, I mean, fortunately, my friend's aim was bad as well. Like, luckily, I mentioned jokingly, but we played lawn darts. But that wasn't like we made that up. But we would do it late at night and on the beach. And it still blows my mind that my mom and my buddy Chris's mom were just like, and we would tell them, like, we're going to the beach to go play lawn darts. All right, come back when you guys are done. And in my head, I'm like, maybe they were drunk and they're just like, oh, let's see how this happens, how this unfolds. But that was kind of crazy. That and did you ever play, like, I know, like, we've all played, like, tag.
Sure. Yeah.
But we play flashlight tag at night. Did you ever do that?
You hit him over the head with a flashlight and
yes.
knock him out?
Yes. No, it was not nearly as clever.
Dressed in dark clothing, I would assume?
You were just kind of trying to hide, and then if you got you would get tagged by someone flashing a flashlight at you.
Okay.
It was crazy.
You guys sound wild.
Yeah, we were nuts. We were nuts. We were bonkers on the loose in the dark.
You want to know what we used to do?
Yes.
It was really crazy. You know, like the signs that you'd see after someone mopped a floor, like "Be careful, the floor is wet" signs.
Okay.
That are little like mini sandwich board kind of thing.
Yeah, the yellow ones.
My girlfriend and I used to steal those and then write each other notes on them and then hide it somewhere where the other one would find it.
Like, where would you hide it?
Like in her car with the drug paraphernalia. No, just kidding. But like in her car
What, like
at
meth
her,
is
like
on
on
the
her
other side of
property
the
somewhere,
sign.
that kind of stuff. So we would steal the wet floor caution signs.
Did you ever give them back?
No. I think I might still have one in my garage that I've been saving.
But what was like the game?
It was not really, it was just like, hey, look, I did it again. Yeah, being stupid. I found another stupid wet floor sign, and now it's yours.
But you said, what stupid games did you play? And this is the game you came up with?
This was the game
there
we came
up
up
with. There was no winning.
Well, the winning is finding the sign.
At least with mine, like winning is when you don't get impaled by a lawn dart. Danny, did you have any stupid games that you and your friends would play that were actual games?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, ours was terrible, and I still feel bad about this one. But we used to have water balloons and the super soakers in the back of our car, and we drive around, especially before school, and we'd go to the middle school because we were in high school, so we were cool, right? So we'd go to the middle school and we tried to shoot kids with water super soakers as they were walking. And if you got a body shot, it was 5 points. If you got a leg shot, it was 2 points, so on and so forth. And it was just to get them super soaked with water. There was nothing in there besides just water. And then sometimes when we ran out
So
of
it could
water,
have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But we just used the water balloons.
High school, we had another game. You made me just think of that, where you would get points for so it was an all boys Catholic high school. And we had to dress up, shirt and tie, button down, or you could have a turtleneck. But who the hell's wearing a turtleneck?
Oh yeah.
So we all had the button down shirt, and it was like day one of school. It was almost like a free for all because the game was to collect as many of the shirt pockets as possible. And whoever was just bragging rights. Like there was no prize for it. But so as you're going to class, if you didn't have like your arm kind of over your pocket or a book over it to protect yourself, someone would just walk up, put their hand on your pocket, and just yank.
Wow.
And it was pretty impressive. Like you could rip that pocket off without really ripping the shirt. So then, our parents would get annoyed. They're just like, if you guys keep doing this, you're just going to have to go to school wearing these shirts. So we would all be wearing these shirts with missing pockets, and like the threading is still there, the holes and all that kind of stuff. And we looked like we were homeless. Like it was just so bad.
I love it. Rockaholics, what stupid games did you play or create as a kid? Call us up now, 206-803-ROCK.
The Daily Migs Show.
What stupid games did you play or create as a kid? Give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. Bob in Tacoma, you, like Steve Migs, used to do some stuff with bottle rockets.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I thought of another one, too, that's even better. Can I say it, or can I do both?
Yeah, give us both.
Okay, first one was in junior high. Before I was driving, we would go around and collect apples in the neighborhood, drill quarter-inch holes in them, put firecrackers in them, and we'd have apple shrapnel wars where we'd bite them and throw them at each other.
I love that. I mean, don't do that at home, kids, but I love that.
And then the other one was piggybacking on Migs's, where we were driving, and back in the 70s, the cars had a little sill above the window, between the window and the hood. And so we would take bottle rockets and put them up there and then light them and then drive towards our buddy's car and joust with bottle rockets and cars.
Dude, we used to do that with, not with cars, but we'd have jousting with like either lightsabers or like cardboard tubes on bicycles, and you'd go and ride as fast as possible at each other to see who can knock the other person off the bike.
God, you're a wild child.
This is what happens when your parents don't get you cable.
AL on the I-5. What is this with the reefs? Roofs off people's houses. The roofs?
No, we would take the Christmas wreath.
Oh, wreaths. Got it.
Wreaths, yeah, and we would snatch them off one house, take them to the neighbor or across the street, and hang them on their door.
It's like wreath bombing.
That is funny because
when it was got done with that, weather got better. We would do the same thing with wind chimes.
You're just creating chaos and confusion all around your neighborhood.
I think that's funny. I like it.
It's harmless. It's kind of weird, but it's awesome.
Ryan in Seattle, what exactly would you do with zip ties?
Morning, y'all.
What's up?
So back in high school, all my friends and I played a game called Zip Ties, where everyone would carry, a full packet of zip ties in their backpack, and then you'd get a certain amount of points if you were able to zip tie somebody's belt or somebody's belt loop or somebody's backpack handle. You got extra points if you got a zip tie around somebody's glasses, and extra points if you were able to zip tie somebody's backpack to their chair or to their desk.
That's fun. I want to do that here.
Yeah, no, it's a great time and a huge feeling of accomplishment when you get it done.
Scott in Kirkland, you would play what you called assassination.
Yeah, I went to high school in the 80s.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could never get away with this now, but we would all draw names, and you would run around with a dart gun or a disc shooter, And if you tag the other person with the dart, you would get their name, and eventually you would come down to just one person, and it'd be mano a mano.
That sounds trouble.
I love how creative some of these games are. Somebody just texted in at 206-803-ROCK and said, Migs, you grew up in New York. Did you ever play Suicide? Yes.
What's that?
I had to double check it to make sure I had the rules correct. It's the name is way more harm. It's not that, well, it does hurt a little bit, this game, but it was a game with a ball. We would just throw balls against the wall like everyone, like stoop ball or
Wall
ball. So the game, basically, you throw the ball against the wall, and if the ball bounces off the wall and hits the ground, a player is free to grab the ball and then rethrow it. If the ball is caught by another player before it hits the ground, then whoever threw that ball needs to run to the wall, and you have to hurry. And if you can get to the wall before the other person has the right to then throw that ball at you.
Ooh.
And if it hits you, then I think you line up against the wall, and then you get pegged by the ball. And the ball was like one of those, not like a Spalding ball, but it was like a harder version, almost like a lacrosse ball.
Ow.
A little less like thick I don't know how to describe it. It was a small ball, but man, when you would get pegged, it hurt.
It was a dense ball.
And you'd have to line up against the wall, put your hands up against the wall, and it was like a firing line. It's and you can't see, so you're just standing there with your face up against the wall, wondering when is this gonna happen? And you just hear like or you hear the ball hit it, or you feel it, which sucked. And the game was called Suicide. I don't remember all the rules fully, but I remember playing that every day. It was a blast.
Get like a welt on your leg.
You would come home with welts, but your parents knew why. Like, are you playing Suicide again? No one ever said stop playing it. They were just like, I'm playing Suicide again. Yeah, Mom.
206-803-ROCK. We're talking about the stupid games we played or created as kids. I do remember one that we used to do going up to Skagit Speedway, which is a little dirt race track where they do sprint car races. We would do basically like slug bug, but with safety sweatshirts. You know, people that wear like the safety sweatshirts that have like the...
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Like the reflective gear.
Yeah, so it was like a slug bug. But if you saw somebody with a safety sweatshirt, you gotta whack them in the shoulder.
Did you say anything?
And up there, I don't think we said anything. I think we just hit each other. I don't know if we had a word for it. But you can imagine how many safety sweatshirts are at a dirt racetrack in Skagit County.
But you should have had like a fun term for it.
Maybe we did, and I just don't remember.
Like reflect this.
There.
I don't know.
The Daily Migs Show.
Christy Pierce Rampone here, former member of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, 3-time gold medalist, 2-time World Cup champion, and part of the 99 team that won the Women's World Cup, igniting passion for soccer everywhere. I'm mom to 2 teenage girls, and quality time together is prime time. We love to cook, and I have an obsession, a healthy one of course, with cooking utensils. Where do I turn? Amazon Prime, to get them fast. And when they arrive, where do I turn? To Prime, to stream the best cooking shows. And then, for dessert, what do? The Rampone team streams. Each of us gets to be the captain and pick the show. Right now, we're all over British TV, part of a Prime subscription. I think a trip to the UK is in the future, and of course, we'll get all we need for that trip. From workout clothes to raincoats, from plaids to luggage, from travel guides to umbrellas, from streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. That's Amazon.com/Prime.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews, or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Christy Pierce-Rampone here, former member of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team and 3-time gold medalist, 2-time World Cup champion, and part of the 99 team that won the Women's World Cup, igniting passion for soccer everywhere. And like Amazon Prime, I'm a lot of things beyond what I'm best known for. I'm a girl mom to 2 teenagers, a dog mom too, an entrepreneur, a TV commentator, and I use my Prime membership pretty much every day for so many things. I am known for being quick and crafty on the soccer field, and I am definitely crafty at home, especially digging in with the girls' school projects. And I rely on Amazon Prime to have what we need and get it to us with the speed I am used to. With every change of season, I love to decorate our home. And where do I get ideas and the goods? Prime, of course. Not to mention with all the great streaming options, it's a total gold medal experience. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. That's Amazon.com/Prime.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's ready to the
No.
Oh, Danny's going over there. He's shaking you up. Come on, Sarah. I know he's not 70, but show him some attention.
I bet Douglas would jump with us.
Oh, he would.
He would jump with me.
I bet he would.
I just have to say, Taryn was stretching behind Steve.
Yes.
To get ready for her jumping. And
Well, she hurt herself.
She did. The groin is already hurting before jumping. And I took the greatest picture of Taryn bending over, stretching behind Steve. And Steve is just like, what in the world is going on? Let's get to Mark from Tacoma. Mark, are you there?
I am here.
Mark, if you beat Migs, I am going to send you a beautiful Daly Migs gold medal in honor of the Olympics. And they are dope. So you're going to want one, okay?
Yeah, this wasn't actually made out of paper.
I've called. First time caller.
Because Mark wants a medal.
That's badass, Mark. Right on.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Migsy, I was born in Plattsburgh.
For real?
For real.
Were you old enough ever to go to Monopole or Chabooms? Or?
No, we moved when I was a toddler, but my dad was in the Air Force up there.
Wow.
It was a big Air Force base, and then that shut down. Then it became just a college town, and then it got extra drunk.
Yeah.
That's too cool, man. Plattsburgh. Go Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, Steve, get out of here. And, you know, Mark, I'm like really, really rooting for you.
I think Steve might even be rooting for Mark now.
Yeah. For those playing at home, Mark has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
What band had the 80s album titled Back in Black?
AC/DC.
Correct. How many nights is Hanukkah celebrated?
11?
No.
13.
No.
8.
Yes. What kind of reptile is Ka from the Jungle Book?
Ka is a snake.
Correct. What word can come after blue, goat, and cottage?
Cheese.
Correct. Same protein as our hair and nails consist of. What are rhinos' horns made out of?
Keratin.
Correct. What country is Paddington Bear from?
Paddington is from England.
No.
Great Britain?
No.
Canada.
No. What actress co-starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in the romantic movie Titanic?
Oh, bloody hell. Kate Winslet.
Yes. What online game is abbreviated to WoW?
World of Warcraft.
Correct. What is the capital of Idaho?
Boise.
Yeah. Mark got 8 correct.
That is a true Olympian right there.
And I saw you doing a little Googling over there. I'm correct with...
You are.
Yes.
I was like, Sarah's definitely wrong, and it turns out you are right.
Yes, this shocked my husband as well when he found out about Paddington Bear. So, but I won't say anything more.
Yeah, you're going to drop some truth bombs on people in just a minute here.
You know what? That's what I like to do. I like to educate people. Even though I probably would know nothing that I educate people on, I just have the answers in front of me. You know, I like to feel smart. Steve, are you ready? Yes! Oh my God. Okay. What band had the 80s album titled Back in Black?
AC/DC.
Yeah. How many nights is Hanukkah celebrated?
11.
No.
8.
Wow, yes. What kind of reptile is Caw from the Jungle Book?
I don't know, a lizard?
No.
An iguana?
No.
An alligator?
No.
Oh.
What word can come after blue, goat, and cottage? Okay.
Cheese.
Yes.
What, guys?
Same protein that our hair and nails consist of. What are rhinos' horns made out of?
Meat?
No.
Tofu?
No. Yes, our nails are made out of tofu.
Protein powder.
No. What country is Paddington Bear from?
I don't know. England?
No.
France.
No.
Oh. Germany.
No. What actress co-starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in the romantic movie Titanic? Your favorite.
Kate Winslet.
Wow, yes. What online game is abbreviated to WoW?
World of Warcraft.
Yes. What is the capital of Idaho?
Boise.
Correct. What food is the snack that smiles back?
Huh? I don't know. A banana?
No.
That's a good call, though.
Maybe in your world. Steve, you got 6 correct, which is a loss. 8-6.
Go, Mark!
Let's go, Mark!
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, have you ever been catfished or duped by someone? Call us up right now, 206-803-ROCK.
A quick shout out to all the Rockaholics that are texting and calling right now. I feel less alone.
I am shocked by the number of calls and texts that we have gotten.
Amazing.
I hope we can get to everyone. Dolan in Covington, someone showed up not as what they advertised, yeah?
Yeah, we had been talking for a little bit. We agreed to meet up at a date, and she shows up, and I'll be respectful, but I will say there was a significant difference between what she looked like and what she was. She was over 100, 200. I mean, there's no spark, but, I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to, I've never bought out of even a bad one. But 15 minutes later, she starts making up this excuse, and I could just tell it's a lie. She's like, oh, I have to go. Work needs me or something. And she bails. And I'm like, really?
I would love to know her side if she was just like, this guy's not exactly what I thought he said he was going to be. He totally, you know what I mean? Wouldn't that be crazy?
I have the follow-up, and it gets weirder.
Awesome. Let's go, Dolan.
She knew my neighbor. My neighbor calls me like, hey, did you go on a really bad date? I'm like, how did you know this? Because she's in my living room, she's talking about it. Can you come over? Whoa. So I come over, and apparently she thought I was so dreamy and all these things. She didn't know how to handle it. So she came back with this 8-step plan of how we were going to try this again. And I was like, I'm sorry. There wasn't a spark, and the fact that you lied and all this went down, I just don't see this moving forward.
Hey, Dolan, did
no.
step 1 and step 2 involve handcuffs in the basement?
Thankfully, no. I had my eye on the exit, though, so I was ready for that happen.
That's crazy. I would love to know the 8 steps. Did you find out?
No, but I kept putting very firm boundaries. She kept showing up with food, and I was on a strict diet at the time, and I'm like, I've already eaten. Well, it's vegetables. I'm like, ma'am, I've already got my macros. I've already got my nutrients. She'd do these little things, and I'd have to find the most politically correct. Okay, I'm going to return this dish fully washed. I'm gonna she was showing up beside my apartment for a bit. I hope she's doing better, but it was not a good date.
Damn, Dolan, busting out the macros as a reason for that. I get it.
We've got Beck in Shelton. Another one that showed up not what they advertised. Yeah, maybe?
Yeah. So early 2000s online dating, before you got to trade pictures and stuff, and you just had to rely on kind of what they said.
Right.
So I was up further in the peninsula, and she was down in the Puyallup, Tacoma area. So advertised as slim, cute. She had an accent. We did talk on the phone, and to her credit, she did have a great personality. You know, she said, "I'm a redhead. I've got glasses." You know, I think she was a web designer, which was kind of new at the time. But so go down to meet her, and the weather was terrible, just awful. Drive across there was only one Narrows Bridge at the time. So I get down there, and her roommates turned out to be her parents.
Oh, like Sarah.
Yeah. And her slim was maybe an 80-pound soaking wet, and I was like, "Do you eat? You are, I mean, like almost sickly." And Welsh turned out to be Welsh don't have they do have cool accents, but they don't have good hygiene.
Oh.
So yeah. So she was nice. We still went to dinner, and then I got stuck on the other side of the bridge because they closed it due to high winds. Oh my gosh. So I ended up staying in these people's spare bedroom for the night, and promptly dipped as soon as that bridge opened.
Oh, I probably would have slept in my car. Just say, you know what? I don't even worry. I don't want to take the chance.
I have the wrong idea here.
This is a little much. That is tough.
David and
you ever wonder, like, when someone says they're a certain way and they look a certain way, like, eventually we're going to meet.
Yeah.
So how about just be as close to honest? I understand, like, sometimes you just kind of, like, you might fudge the numbers. Not that I'm saying you have to give it, like, an exact size, but when you're not what you're saying you are, don't unless you think I'm going to win them over with my personality and they're just going to look past however I look.
Are you shaming me for what it says I weigh on my driver's license that I have not updated in about 20 years?
Oh, I haven't updated mine either. I don't even know what mine says, to be honest with you.
If anyone looked at my ID, they'd be like, yeah, right.
Oh, okay, see, mine is just pure laziness. I'm like, just whatever it says is good.
David in Bremerton, you got catfished by a job.
Yeah. So I was finishing up my last year at college at Tacoma Community College, and I was also working for the school paper. And so I started job hunting. I responded to this ad on Craigslist, and then I find out that it's supposed to be for Hilton Corporate. And then I was contacted by text to meet this person in some private chat room, and then the questions were very robotic. I got no response back, like any conversation, so to speak. And then they really perked up when they started asking about my banking information. Like they were supposedly ready to hire me right there. And that was when my spidey senses started tingling. And I did a little research after the phone call and found out that there was no Hilton corporate office, at least one that I couldn't contact and verify. And I ended up writing an article about it, about employment scams. I did a little more research behind that, and a lot of the students ended up getting really informed about that, and they saw a few to recognize the warning signs, and it helped them a lot.
Dude, that's crazy. I something like that, a little bit different, but happened to me in a way. I guess I got catfished by an employment thing. I remember when I first moved out here, just hard up to find any job, and I remember there was this ad listing, and a few people I remember like texted and called in when I shared this once, be like, I fell for that too, and said, work in a fun rock and roll atmosphere. And I'm like, I like rock and roll. Let's go. Fun, casual, make your own hours, make a lot of money. I'm like, I'm in my 20s and I'm struggling. I want to rock and be loaded with money. And it turned out it was this weird door-to-door. You show up, and it was a fun, like looking vibe. The office was cool. Music was playing, and they're like, okay, you go out on your job. Here, you're going to go with this person to train. I'm like, I don't even know what we're doing. He's like, you're selling art. And basically, you had like these fake classic art paintings, like, whatever, like, Mona Lisa, whatever like that, or even some other stuff too, in these framed arts, like they were prints. And you would go around unsolicited and basically we were breaking into people's offices. We would find like an empty, open door, slide in, and go cubicle to cubicle. This is how this guy was selling his art. Hey, would you like to buy this? $35. And I'm like panicking, sweating. I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, this is why I'm the top salesperson. So like that, they didn't tell you you're supposed to break into a workplace, but that's how he was doing it. He wasn't just showing up to the receptionist being like, I have a bunch of art. I was hoping I could sell to your coworkers.
That would be the weirdest thing if I was sitting at a cubicle and someone like just popped around the corner like, hey there, any interest in some art?
Yes.
Get out of here.
And this is what he did. And he was fearless. I give him credit. Fearless. I did not last past lunch. After lunch, we sat down. I'm like, can you just bring me back to my car? He's like, what? This isn't for you? I'm like, no. This is far, far, far from what I want to do with my life.
That sounds really mortifying.
I kind of want to know whatever happened to him. I feel like either he got arrested at some point for some kind of a scam, or that dude is like the top like CEO
art salesman?
Or of something. Like he's as good of a salesperson I've ever seen. Like he was fearless and he was selling art that way.
He could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
Yes.
What just happened there?
The Daily Migs Show.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
This is NSSF, the Firearm Industry Trade Association. It's Gun Storage Check Week and National Suicide Prevention Month. Securely storing firearms can help prevent suicide. Use lockboxes, safes, and locks to deter unwanted access. Learn more at gunstoragecheck.org and enter to win a gun safe. That's gunstoragecheck.org. If you or someone you know is struggling, call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
Washington is putting out a statewide styrofoam ban. So it's going to be illegal to distribute things like styrofoam coolers, plates, bowls, containers, any trays or cups that are styrofoam. No more.
So we don't get in trouble if we are in possession of them. Like the cops aren't going to be banging down my door saying, I hear you have a styrofoam cup.
You never know.
Oh, boy.
Are you willing to risk it, Steve?
Yes.
Egg cartons, styrofoam blocks, packaging for raw meat and fish and all that, they're going to be exempt from the ban.
Okay.
So most of the stuff that you see in the store is still going to be there, but like your to-go boxes and things like that, that's all going to be
All that stuff's going to change.
So some people on social media are complaining about this. So we have to go straight to the comments.
The snarkiness of some of the comments is real on this one. I think it's pretty funny, actually. So we sent a couple of these posts to our production director, Jason, a.k.a. Veggie Dog, a.k.a. VD, and said, hey, pull out some of your favorite comments, reenact them however you want, and we'll play them here on the radio. So, Taryn Daly, are you ready for the first comment about the big styrofoam ban?
Hit me with it.
All right, here we go.
I have a styrofoam cooler in my shed. F*** you, authorities. I won't do what you tell me to. Styrofoam for life!
I believe that's what Rage Against the Machine were singing about.
Yes.
Styrofoam. Again, people.
Styrofoam, the world's leader of violent crime.
I feel like that is the direction most of these comments are going to be, are people just clowning on this being a news story. But here we go. Next comment about styrofoam being banned.
Wait, is styrofoam not safe? I've been eating it since I was a teen, and look at me, I turned out fine.
Do you remember remember for a minute it was like styrofoam's really bad. Like when like fast food places would use it for like their burgers, like McDonald's, and then they started doing something else like paper, and like paper's really bad. We're going back to styrofoam. I'm like, which is it? Which? Can we figure this crap out?
It's a lose-lose situation, Steve.
Here's our next comment about the styrofoam ban, which starts this Saturday.
We have to buy more styrofoam now, since the only way to fight styrofoam is with more styrofoam. Protect yourself, sheep.
You gotta throw in a sheep. Gotta.
Yeah, he's clearly a lion.
What's next? You gonna take my bubble wrap too?
They better not.
That's fun to play with.
Tatum loves the bubble wrap.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty freaking fun.
It is.
You can have my styrofoam when you pry it from my cold, dead hands. And then please sweep up after yourself, because that gets everywhere.
That's what they do need to ban, is the styrofoam that's in like any kind of furniture packing in those boxes.
And then it just starts like disintegrating into little bits.
And it gets stuck everywhere on your clothes, on the floor, and you just can't get rid of it.
Hate that.
I'm up for banning that. Now we have a cause. And we have a couple more. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, off, Seattle! Find something better to do! Go Mariners.
I agree with the last statement that he made.
The team's hot right now. Any chance to throw that in there, you gotta. All right, one more comment about the big styrofoam ban.
The only way to stop a bad guy with styrofoam is a good guy with styrofoam.
Freaking love the comments.
The Daily Migs Show.
This certainly makes me feel old. Dictionary.com has added 327 new words and terms to its dictionary, including a bunch that Gen Z like to use. Sarah, what are you? Are you a Gen Zer?
I wish.
You're
I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial too? See,
Why do you wish you were Gen Z? Oh, because then you're younger?
Exactly.
Okay, I was like, what a weird thing to aspire to be.
Because I feel like an elder millennial.
Stupid Gen Zer. I'm kidding.
What are you, the silent generation, Steve? Which one are you?
What?
The silent generation is like the old people.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
like silent movies.
I'd never even heard of this
You've
one.
never heard of the silent generation?
No.
They're the ones that aren't on social media.
Oh, no, that's not me.
They're
No,
in a
no,
nursing home,
no.
maybe.
Gen X, the best generation.
You're X.
Yeah.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about some of these highlights from dictionary.com? This one really kind of grosses me out. Bed rotting.
What does that even mean? I guess that's the whole point of this.
Have you heard of this?
I've never
Have
heard.
any
No,
of you heard this?
bed rotting.
Bed rotting. It's the practice.
It sounds gross.
It does sound gross, and it kind of is. The practice of spending many hours in bed during the day, often with snacks or an electronic device, as a voluntary retreat from activity or stress.
So you're like rotting your day
in
away.
Your bed.
Okay.
I just wish we could use a different word than rotting.
I mean, it doesn't bother me because I just don't. I aspire to have those kind of days now.
would love
with
one
a
of those
toddler. I mean, I would do anything for one of
But
those.
I would call that rest, not bed rotting.
It'd be a bed celebration.
The next one is the ick.
I see this one coming up quite a bit.
So is this new?
I mean, within like the last year, I've been seeing people on social media, and it's like, "What's your ick of whatever?" Like, "What's your ick?" and what insert like what are you into? Like cribbage. Like, "What's your cribbage ick?" And it would be like something that people do that you don't like in that world, or like, "What's your baseball ick?" And whenever I hear it, it's just it feels so forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not, I don't know. I'm not feeling that one.
Well, and I've heard it a lot in terms of like relationships too, like especially like with girls. It's like, oh, he gave me the ick, and the minute you get the ick, that guy is off your list. Like you're not going to date him at all whatsoever.
In that context, it sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he gave me the ick.
And it's like, what kind of medicine do I have to take to get rid of that ick? Because you are very attractive.
The ick ointment. Also, mid, which I learned this week from Sarah. I learned that mid means like mediocre.
Yep.
What about boob knee?
Is that like having like maybe too excess skin on your knee?
In that case, I do have boob knees. I've never had the most lovely knees. My boob knee.
Well, it's a good thing you're wearing this jean romper so we can't see your knees. So we don't have to worry about that. Boob knee? I don't understand what that even means.
Boob knee is, this would be the pimples or a rash caused by your bra.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
To which I would say maybe wash your bra every once in a while, you know.
Take the bra off every once in a while.
Get the ick out of there while you're bed rotting.
Boobney's pretty clever, though.
Although,
how about your dictionary? You're like, yeah, we should put this in the dictionary. Why can't they just stay as a slang?
Yeah. I mean, do they have things like rad and boss in there from like back in the day?
It is kind of funny. Like, here we are just mocking these slang terms. But I'd imagine somebody that, looks at like some of the stuff that we use as like, I'm sure adults, when you refer to something as dope or, do you remember the one mint?
Like, as in like good condition? Like, oh, it's mint? Like a mint car?
You would also refer to like people as like, oh, that girl's mint.
Oh, like hot?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was my brother and his, like, that was a little bit before my time, but I remember like everybody was using that term, at least when I was growing up, like that were older than me. Like that was like when you want to say someone was hot, you'd be like, that girl's mint.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Yeah.
Just when you say it like that, it looks kind of creepy.
Well,
mint.
That girl's mint.
One that I do use a lot because I own some of these, shacket.
The hell is a shacket?
A shacket is like a mashup of a shirt and a jacket. So it's not quite a shirt. It's like, for instance, like my oversized flannels that I like to wear. Those would be like a shacket because it's kind of a jacket.
But do you wear a shirt underneath them?
Yes.
Then it's just a jacket.
Well, no, it's a shirt jacket.
So you have a shirt on top of a shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here's one that it's not on
Making
this.
sure I'm tracking.
One that's not on this list. I'm just curious if you know this one because I learned it recently. Riz.
Oh, yeah.
Riz.
R-I-Z-Z. Not to be confused with Rick Riz.
Right. Danny, you know it?
Because of my 9-year-old daughter.
Riz.
I learned this over the holiday season. She was walking around saying Merry Rizmas to everyone. And I thought she was just saying, I don't know what she meant by that. And
Like, does our daughter have like a strange lisp going on?
yeah, no, she had to instruct me what Riz was. And she was very embarrassed to tell me what it was.
Danny, enlighten the Rockaholics. What is Riz?
It's kind of like what swag used to be. Like you have just this is how she explained it to me. It's like if she sees a boy she likes, he just has Riz. It's like this
Riz?
swag.
Okay, well, now I have to tell you, Danny doesn't even know what it's short for. Charisma.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you got Riz.
See, this whole time I'm trying to figure out why is it Riz? Like, where is the...
Oh, you got Riz, boy.
Nice.
Look at all that Riz you're oozing.
Yeah, you and I have a bunch of it, Steve. So that's probably why we don't even.
You guys
need to
got
talk
Riz
about
for
it.
days.
I've got so much Riz, I don't even know what it is.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
With an American Standard heat pump system, the future of heating and cooling your home is already here. Bringing constant comfort to your home, American Standard heat pumps are energy efficient, reliable, and ready for tomorrow, today. Plus, making the upgrade from your traditional furnace or AC unit is easier than ever before with home energy offers, rebates, and tax credits. Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification. American Standard, built to a higher standard.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
Christy Pierce Rampone here, former member of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, 3-time gold medalist, 2-time World Cup champion, and part of the '99 team that won the Women's World Cup, igniting passion for soccer everywhere. I'm mom to 2 teenage girls, and quality time together is prime time. We love to cook, and I have an obsession, a healthy one of course, with cooking utensils. Where do I turn? Amazon Prime, to get them fast. And when they arrive, where do I turn? To Prime, to stream the best cooking shows. And then, for dessert, what do? The Rampone team streams. Each of us gets to be the captain and pick the show. Right now, we're all over British TV, part of a Prime subscription. I think a trip to the UK is in the future, and of course, we'll get all we need for that trip. From workout clothes to raincoats, from plaids to luggage, from travel guides to umbrellas, from streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. That's Amazon.com/Prime.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic. With 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Experience one of the world's top universities on a young and dynamic campus. At the University of British Columbia's Okanagan campus, we bring worlds together to reveal new ways of thinking. Visit ok.ubc.ca to find out more.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
There they go.
Is this an Olympic sport?
Probably.
Gold, silver, bronze.
We made it through another week, and I don't know about anyone else, but this week has felt pretty long. So I am so happy it's Friday. Let's get to Eric from Tacoma. Eric, are you there? Eric?
Hello?
Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Woo! Thought we lost you.
I'm here.
Eric,
I'm here.
this is very exciting because if you beat Migs today, I am going to send you a one-of-a-kind Daly Migs gold medal. And they are so cool. And I'm currently rocking one because I'm number one.
It looks great on you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I like you as a champion.
Shout out to our boy Justin in Ferndale who created these beautiful things.
It's amazing what 3D printers, what gold people can make.
Yeah.
It's gold,
in the comfort of their own home.
All right, I'm Sarah, your host, and it is time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Eric has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Queen had the 70s hit song titled We Are the What?
Champion.
You know it. Winners at the Paris Olympics will receive medals made from old pieces of what famous monument?
Pass.
What president is on the nickel?
Franklin?
No.
Roosevelt?
No.
Lincoln?
No. What 2 actors play the title characters in the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Most children have how many baby teeth?
30?
No.
32?
No.
28?
No. Who is your dad's sister to you?
My aunt?
Yes. Kelly Ripa played Haley Vaughn in what soap opera?
Pass.
What band had the hit songs Like a Stone and I Am the Highway?
Aerosmith?
No.
Pass.
Which is the largest country in South America by area?
Was it Audio Slave?
It was Audio Slave. And Eric?
I missed the last question.
Well, you got 4 correct. Right. I don't even know if that would be a bronze.
Wow, Sarah.
What? Do y'all think it's going to be a gold? Let's be real.
If Migs gets the gold, then he would get the silver, regardless of score.
Is it even silver performance worthy?
Ouch.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's
Savage
Friday.
Sarah today.
Now I'm really rooting
It's
for
Friday.
Eric.
She's a little salty, still hungover from Wednesday.
And I may have drank a little bit last night, too.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Queen had the 70s hit song titled We Are the What?
Champions.
Yes. Winners of the Paris Olympics will receive medals made from old pieces of what famous monument?
The Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Really?
What president
That's
is on the
cool.
nickel, isn't it?
The nickel. Lincoln.
No.
Hey, Washington.
No.
Huh. Jefferson.
Yes.
What?
What two actors play the title characters in the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman. Ryan Reynolds.
Wow, correct. Most children have how many baby teeth?
24.
No.
12.
No.
22.
Ooh, no. Who is your dad's sister to you?
Where in America are you asking this question? No, I'm kidding. Is that your aunt?
It is.
Yeah.
Kelly Ripa played Haley Vaughn in what soap opera?
Days of Our Lives.
No.
Young and the Restless.
No.
General Hospital.
No. What band had the hit songs Like a Stone and I Am the Highway?
Audio Slave.
You know it. Which is the largest country in South America by area?
I don't know. Peru.
No.
Portugal.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Argentina.
No. You sound so
Paris?
sad.
Because I don't know any. I know none of those are probably in South America.
But you do know a lot of soap operas, which I was impressed with.
I was
even though
trying to
you
think of
didn't
the
get it
shows that
right.
my mom used to watch when I was a kid and I was stuck at home.
You got 6 correct, which is a win, 6-4.
Do I get the gold medal?
I don't know. It looks really good on me.
It does look good on you.
Well, luckily we have a few.
We do. But maybe we'll see. Yes, you named a lot of soap operas, but you did not say All My Children. Does anyone know how many teeth children are born with?
20. In the 20s.
There we go.
Oh, it's just 20.
Yeah, just 20.
Even, yes.
Yeah, definitely not 12.
I was just thinking it would be really funny if a kid only had 12 teeth.
That might be unnerving.
That would be creepy, yeah. Which is the largest country in South America by area?
Brazil?
Yes.
Easy.
Wow.
Oh, of course, because you got it right.
And how cool is that the medals will be like with pieces from the old Eiffel Tower?
I love that.
I didn't even realize that there was an old Eiffel Tower.
Me either.
Well, I'm sure they've had to replace sections of it over the years,
And it's cool that they kept those parts, though.
because they knew they were going to have a purpose.
Yeah?
I guess so. Well, congratulations, Steve. You won.
Rockaholics, we have partnered up with Mary's Place once again to help put brand new shoes on local kids in need.
It's Kicks for Kids. And you haven't gone with us in the past. We've gone and met the kids and handed over these brand new shoes. And it's one of the most amazing experiences. So we're looking forward to doing it again and raise as much money as humanly possible. The more money we raise, the more kids get brand new shoes just in time for the school season.
What's so awesome is last year, thanks to you, Rockaholics, Mary's Place was able to help out nearly 4,000 kids. And this year, our goal is $20,000. You can head to KISW.com to make your donation and to get more details.
The Daily Migs Show.
A new survey is out. It asks people if they have been feeling more positive or more negative as they age. And overwhelmingly, people feel more positive as they age.
Well, clearly you're not asking people that are on social media. Because I feel
Yeah.
like social media is just full, a cesspool of negativity.
So then they wanted to dive a little deeper into the negativity, and they found that of those who said they're feeling more negative as they age, they feel more sour beginning at the age of 42. 42. That's the negativity switch year.
That's when I started hating everybody.
Sarah, you're almost 42. How are you feeling?
No, I'm not.
Look how negative she sounds.
I know. She just gets really negative real quick.
Ever since she turned the corner on the 40s, she's been such an angry person.
Sarah, I think that Steve Miggs is still closer to 42 than you are, so.
That's right.
Just the other direction.
I think Steve and Danny both want to get punched today.
Yeah, you better be quiet there, Tipsy Taryn.
So people were asked what they felt most irritated about recently, and here are some of the top answers.
Oh, I'm curious to see if we get negative about these as well.
Grocery prices.
Yeah, if my wife tells me about them, I think it's best that she doesn't. Because sometimes she'll come home and she's like, yeah, I was able to keep it under $300. I'm like, wait, we're above $200 now? When did that happen?
Have you seen the prices of potato chips these days?
No.
A bag of Doritos is like $6 for one bag.
And most of that is air.
Yes.
So I dropped about $10 on a jar of marinara sauce yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it said Brooklyn in the title, and I spent a little extra because it said Brooklyn in the title. My wife, did you buy this jar of pasta sauce because it has Brooklyn in the title? I'm like, yes.
You just got to lower your standards, man. I bought some marinara for 99 cents the other day.
What brand was this? The Safeway Select?
Probably. I have no idea, but it was delicious.
Are you sure it was marinara sauce and it was just watered down ketchup?
That's probably what it was. And you can also fix the Brooklyn thing. Just get a Sharpie, just write it there.
That's fair.
Maybe double check the expiration date. I don't know.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, it was delicious though. Right, because it's from Brooklyn. Like everything from Brooklyn's delicious.
Do you feel negative about crowds?
On
the heels of a Pearl Jam concert.
You know, honestly, I do get a little anxiety going to places where there's like a large number of people, like concerts, because I'm like, oh, it's going to get overwhelming. I did not feel that yesterday. I think there's just a certain vibe of all of us being Pearl Jam fans, and we're just so excited to be there. And it was like almost like a lot of high fives, like people you haven't seen in forever, and just like the excitement of being there to see this band, like that. I didn't get that yesterday at all.
Yes, I agree. What about tipping culture?
Yes. Because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to tip and what I'm not supposed to tip, because I feel like every single thing you purchase gives you an option. Like last night, for example, bought a T-shirt. They turn around the thing so I can sign it, and it has a button. How much do you want to tip?
Yeah.
And of course I do, because I don't know what the hell else to do. Like, I mean, I'm bad with my money, so I'm like, and the person's always very appreciative, and I'm thinking they are busting their tail back there selling the merch. I mean, how is that any different than someone busting their tail at a restaurant? Like, why do we determine a person serving us food at a restaurant's better and deserving of a tip as opposed to someone who's like sifting through T-shirts and stuff? But it's still annoying.
Okay, I have a question about tip culture.
Okay.
When you pick up takeout, do you tip the same amount that you would if they were serving you?
100%. I don't tip 100%. I tip 20% no matter what. But if I'm somewhere where the service is even better than like my minimum, then of course I'm going to up it. I wouldn't do that with takeout.
What percentage did you do for your T-shirt last night?
Whatever the highest was. I think it was 18%.
Yeah.
I know. I'm a sucker.
Here's the thing, though.
I probably could have given a 10% tip, and the lady would have been very appreciative of it, but I'm just like, I'll hit the big button.
I always think about it in places like the big venues, like, you know, the Live Nation venues or like the Climate Pledges. Like, I'm always like, I justify it in my mind of like the merch people are hired by Climate Pledge, so I'll tip like probably lower on those ones. But like if you go to a show like they're touring with the band, I always give them a tip, because at that point they're just like the band. They're on tour. They're just not getting paid what the band's getting paid.
They're getting crammed in that van with those stinky bandmates.
Exactly.
And they're stuck in a hotel room with them. They're doing just as much. They're probably working even harder. They're probably the ones that are loading the gear as well after the shows.
Exactly.
I don't blame you for tipping them.
The Daily Migs Show.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic. With 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime. Made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Many choices in life can be scary, but your healthcare shouldn't be one of them. Did you know that traditional insurance isn't your only option to take care of your medical costs? Christian Healthcare Ministries is created for you, believers who expect more from their healthcare. Embrace a faith-based alternative that puts you in control. Plus, experience flexibility to pick your provider of choice with programs as low as $92 per month. Enroll today at chministries.org/solution.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1-second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
It is time to play the game Hook or Shook. This morning, our contestant is Eric in Eatonville. Eric, good morning. Are you ready to play Hook or Shook?
Yes, I am.
All right. So you have to get both songs right to win. The first one, he's totally on his own. Second one, a member of our show at random has to get it right for you. If you don't get it right, you're going to lose, and caller number 9 will get the tickets. So let's see who you are playing with. Will it be me, Migs, or Sarah?
Taryn. And it's landing on yours truly, Steve Migs. Let's do this. I'm fired up.
You guys are a dream team. I can feel it.
Yeah, we're going
Eric,
to win these tickets, Eric.
are you ready for your first song?
Sure.
All right, here it is.
Oh, play that again.
Sorry, I was talking.
Sounds like Foo Fighters. Oh, gosh, I don't even know the name of the song.
Would you like Steve Migs to give you a hint?
Sure.
I know the name of the song, but I can't think of a good hint. I'm going to...
I know it's Foo Fighters.
Oh, I got a good one. Someone that is a faker.
A faker?
Yeah.
Oh, the word that comes to my head is imposter. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe this. My mind is blank.
One more hint.
You want to hear it one more time?
Sure.
Things that children like to do.
Gosh.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
This is a hard one to give a hint for, I tell you.
I kind of want to know what he's referring to now, but...
I got one more hint. And I'm really going to spoon feed this one, though. Rhymes with Shmee Shmender.
Oh, my God.
Shmee Shmender.
I think
my
that's
gosh.
all the hints you're allowed to give, Steve.
Yeah.
Come on,
bad.
Rhymes with Shmee Shmender. He's a
Oh, my
faker.
gosh.
And kids like to do it. These are good hints.
These are very good hints.
You got this, Eric.
Are you serious? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Eric.
Sorry, Eric.
You're going to get so mad when we say what it is. Here's my other hint. A female-fronted rock band from the 80s. Nah.
Joan Jett or Stevie Nicks.
Okay, I got one.
The song is
Pretender.
Pretender. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Sorry, Eric, but we appreciate you playing the game, my friend.
Don't kick yourself too hard, but man, we really tried our best to help you win this one, my man.
The Daily Migs Show.
There's a new report out on the world's most stressful tourist traps.
Okay.
It looked at over 80 popular tourist destinations and analyzed the visitor reviews. So it's looking for words that are maybe a negative association.
Like worst place ever.
Overrated.
Okay.
Tourist trap. Underwhelming.
And I'm not a big tourist guy. We've talked about that before. Like, I don't get, whenever we're on a vacation, my wife's like, oh, should we go check out, insert whatever the big tourist attraction is? I'm like, I don't care. Like, the idea of just going somewhere and waiting in line to just see something doesn't, like, I can just find it on the internet. I know I sound like such a weirdo, but I've never really cared about tourist attractions. But the weird part is the number one most stressful tourist attraction I've been to so many damn times.
And it is Times Square.
And I did because I grew up in New York, and lots of times, especially like when I bring my wife back for the first few times, we'd have to make it a point. Like, that's where you start. You stop at Times Square and then just kind of figure it out from there. Walk wherever, go wherever. But that's a good, easy spot to begin with. But I don't disagree. It sucks.
What? Did you ever go
Have you been there?
for...
So many times, and I want to go back every time I go to New York. I love it so much.
What do you love about it?
The lights, the people, the action. You just feel special.
I like one of the three that you said. I do like the lights. It's pretty cool. But there's too many people. There's people trying to sell you everything from like their rap record to some kind of boat tour. It's just like, it's too much.
Is there like street performers and stuff like that too?
Yeah, they got the naked guy that plays the guitar.
I'll go for that.
The more I talk about it, I kind of do like that.
See, it gets better and better when you talk about it.
Have either of you ever done like New Year's Eve there and done the fireworks thing?
No.
Because I've heard that people wear adult diapers and sit out there for it.
Yeah, once you got your spot, you don't want to
can't
lose it.
leave.
And you're freezing.
I want to do that so bad. I want to do that, and I want to go to the Macy's Day Parade. The problem is no one wants to go with me, and I don't want to go alone.
Yeah, don't look at me. I don't want to go do that.
Yeah, no one does. I'll wear a diaper to be able to go to New Year's in Times Square.
Prove it. Wear a diaper right now.
Now.
Sarah's new solo mission.
Dude, I'm looking at some of the reviews because I was curious. Like you said, it's based on reviews, and some of the reviews are pretty funny. Like one person wrote, "It's not even shaped like a square. It's actually a triangle." What a waste of time. Not even sure if there's a clock to tell time. I think they're joking, but this one might be a little bit more serious. It's dirty, it's crowded, it's touristy, it's expensive, it stank like urine. I saw 2 dead rats on the sidewalk, full of homeless people and cops. Didn't feel very safe, even despite the visible police protection. Stayed in a nearby hotel to get the New York City experience, and I'll never stay here again.
The world's most stressful tourist trap is Times Square.
The Daily Migs Show.
Celebrities are just like us. Much like Steve Migs and Danny V, Jason Kelce recently confessed to not washing his feet in the shower.
This all started from a tweet that I guess went out there. Somebody tweeted at Jason, and it is such a great insult. And I love Jason because he just seems like a cool dude that he can even laugh at himself. So someone tweeted and it just said, "Jason Kelce looks like he doesn't wash his legs or feet." Oh. Wow. Take that for however you want. So I don't know if he was vanity searching or somebody just tagged him eventually because the original tweet didn't tag him. It was just somebody with their, shower thoughts. And so he responded and just said, "What kind of weirdo washes their feet?" And man, oh man, just like Sarah and Taryn, and I think Danny, you're on my side, right?
100%.
Yeah, so everybody's shaming him. But then there were a few people that even shared the great picture of your body and what a guy scrubs on his body in the shower, where it's just basically the armpits, the crotch, and then the face.
What about the buns?
Eventually, it gets to that. But basically anything from the thighs down, the water will get that.
That is not true. And you know what? You know who agrees with me on this? A soap maker by the name of Cynthia Jennings. She is the owner of Sweet Harvest Farms. She caught wind of this and then was interviewed by TMZ, and she said that what Jason is doing is not only unsanitary, but it's dangerous.
Any floor in any house at any time can have over 764 bacteria per square inch. And so that's kind of gross in itself. But, fungus, that's where athlete's foot comes from. It's when you don't wash your feet properly, dry them properly. And it's very rare, but that fungus can actually infiltrate your bloodstream, which can actually lead to death. Now that's rare, but it can happen. And so, especially for an athlete, it's kind of odd that, I hope he was just kidding.
He wasn't kidding. It's not going to kill you. I love that. It might kill you. It's very rare. It's almost like no chance of it happening. And also take the source.
Steve, can I? Yeah, exactly.
Right. A soap maker tells you should use soap. It's like somebody saying washing your windows is good for your health. Then you find out the study was done by Windex.
Thank you.
And you're like, shut up, lady.
Also, Steve, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
And I hope to God it's the same as me. How many times have you gotten athlete's foot in your life?
0.0.
Thank you. Same here.
And I have taken showers in some funky places in the world. And when I play hockey, granted, I try and wear flip-flops, but there have been a few times where I didn't. And boy, I really did think that my feet were going to fall off. I'm like, this is not really smart.
Right.
Okay, so quick question for you.
Not saying that athlete's foot doesn't exist.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying I have never washed my feet, and I have never gotten athlete's foot.
Birds aren't real. Neither is athlete's feet.
Thank you.
If you're not going to take the advice of a soap maker, whose advice, whose theories would you trust?
My life.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as far as like washing.
I'm in my 40s. I barely ever wash my feet, and I'm still alive, and my feet are still on the bottom of my ankles.
I'm going to take the advice of Steve Migs.
Yeah.
He is the one authority that I will listen to on washing your feet.
I lived it, sister.
Yeah.
I lived it.
A dermatologist, a doctor, that's not going to be good enough for
Not
you?
when someone's trying to pawn soap on me.
No.
She's not a doctor. She's a soap maker.
I I just want to say I have never seen Steve, you or Danny get so defensive over something.
I'm sick of this.
Yes, me too.
Are you sick of it maybe because you realize you probably just should wash your feet?
I'll be honest with you. A couple of weeks ago, I did wash my feet for you ladies. And I almost texted you, but I was like, that's a weird text to just send out there and be like, hey, guys, just got out of the shower. Just want to let you know, scrubbed my feet.
And how did it feel?
No different than not scrubbing my feet.
And you guys didn't even notice. You know what? I've been listening, and neither one of you complimented on his clean feet.
Right.
So you know what? I don't want to hear it from you guys anymore.
It's like, so of course the soap maker recommends you use more soap. That's like when dentists recommend a certain toothbrush. Someone said
You
Steve
could
and Danny's
die.
feet are probably clear a room when they take off their shoes.
Nope.
You know what? We could do a smell test.
Yeah, we could.
We could do a week where I scrub my feet and you guys have to smell my feet.
I'm going to gag. I'm going to throw up.
I'm just going to rub my feet on you both every morning, and you're going to not even be able to tell.
I mean, that's a little aggressive, but you know what? I'm in for science.
I honestly think that Taryn and I's feet will smell better regardless of if we wash them or not. But because we do wash them, they'll definitely smell better.
That's the challenge. We need to find somebody who's willing to be blindfolded and they have to smell all of our feet.
There's a lot of foot fetish people out there, so we might get some of those.
I was going to think maybe Jason, our production director, could do it.
Or Ryan Castle, yeah.
I think Jason would quit probably before we asked him to smell our feet.
I don't know.
He seems like he'd be into it.
Yeah, for the girls, but I don't think for Steve and I.
Do you think if we brought him in the room, he would smell our feet?
No,
What? Okay. No,
Tune in
here's-
tomorrow at this time as Jason, our production director, smells all of our feet to determine whose feet smell the best.
And then we'll go straight to the comments.
This is so gnarly.
You asked for it.
I know.
Your feet washing propaganda.
Yeah. You guys, if you just didn't wash your feet, we wouldn't be having this argument.
There's
or
no
if you guys
chance.
just did wash your feet.
That's too much effort.
Someone said it makes you wear socks all the time or only when you have to, because I never wash my feet, but I wear socks the least amount of time possible. Never have any problems.
This is so weird.
See, and I wear socks all the time, and I wear shoes all the time, so my feet are great.
It's time for us to fight back, Danny.
It really
I'm
is.
sick of you guys, mocking us and judging us because we don't wash the bottom of our feet.
Because we're putting good hygiene practices out
Yes.
into the universe. Cool.
How dare you?
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Today is International Co-working Day, so I guess have some fun with your coworkers. Maybe they'll sing the national anthem to you in whatever country you're in, since it is an international thing. It's also National Hand-Holding Day. You really putting your hand out?
Yeah.
You want me to hold your hand?
Yeah. We should
Sarah?
start every show.
I love
Danny?
You know what? I'm too far from you guys. I can't. Sorry.
Oh, jump over.
Jump over.
Steve, your hands are very cold.
That performance of the song made me feel cold and dead inside.
When you hold hands with your wife's-ski or spouse,
I don't really hold hands with my wife that much anymore.
But do you hold like this, or do you do
No.
the interlocking fingers?
You got to interlock.
Now we're interlocking feet. This is getting weird, guys.
I like all of this, actually.
Steve looks so uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable right now. This feels like I'm at church when they have those moments where, like, everybody, even if you don't know the person to the left or to the right, you hold their hand, and I don't. And then all of a sudden, I feel the guy kind of like nudge his hand against my hand, and I'm like, oh crap, this is getting awkward. Let's hold hands, fine.
So we're doing it for the
The rest
entire
of the show, yeah.
All right, this is gonna be. Can we just do it for the rest of the DMD?
Yes.
I don't know how to scroll with that.
Okay, I'll give you your hand back. You
All
can
right,
have it
cool.
I feel sweaty now.
Me too. You guys are very warm. That was nice.
I have to wash my hands twice.
All right. Well, I don't even know what to do anymore. What the hell happened right there? It's your fault.
I derailed us. I'm so sorry.
She's so uncomfortable.
This is like the biggest fear whenever I would like go somewhere where they're like everybody hold hands, and I'm like, it'd be like a circle, and you're like, I don't know these dudes. Do they want to hold my hand? Because I don't want to hold theirs, but I also want to be rude.
You can't be rude. You just got to go for it.
Especially not on National Hand-Holding Day.
And then how firm of a hand holds? Like, do I grab them, hold on for dear life?
Yeah,
do
you got to establish dominance.
Do I do like a limp hand?
No.
Do I do the little finger tickle?
Yeah.
These are the things that go in my head. You used to do that when we were younger. You'd shake someone's hand and you give them a little finger tickle and see what happens.
I do like a finger tickle.
I bet you do. Let's talk about this thing that happened. Have you ever forgotten something while you were traveling?
Yes,
And
usually it's earrings.
Earrings. Okay.
Earrings.
What about you, Sarah?
I forgot my belts.
Your belt? How many belts do you bring?
Well, I brought like 3. I usually bring 3. A little sparkle. I have different
3
options.
belts?
And I forgot them all. And
Her
my pants were
championship
falling
belt
down.
as well. Danny, do you forget anything when you travel?
Mostly just actually the thing is contact solution. I
Okay.
forget it every single time, and I have to go find a freaking CVS.
Well, it was a big study. I was just done asking a bunch of people and said, hey, what is the top thing that you forget? Number 1, none of you said it, phone charger. 34% of people forgot that. Number 2, toiletries. That kind of goes in line with the... And then number 3, hands to hold. It's very odd. No. Sunscreen. I feel like all those destination places like Hawaii, Florida, any place that you're going and bathing in the sun, they make a killing on sunscreen.
Because you
They
need
jack
the
that
big
price
bottle.
up. Yeah. And they jack the price up way more than you should have to pay for that. But that's what's going on. And also wallet, water bottles, things along those lines, socks. The only thing I remember us forgetting while we were on vacation was a stroller.
Oh, no.
But we intentionally forgot it because we bought it for Disneyland because it was a lot easier to travel around. You could just buy one for $50 as opposed to renting one for 2-3 days, which is like $50 a pop. And then at the end of it, we're like, what are we going to do with this Mickey Mouse stroller? So we just left it in the hotel room.
There you go.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get it at some consignment shop,
Hey,
I bet.
Consider it a tip to the cleaning crew.
Oh, that's so kind of
I know.
you.
Thank you. You want to hold my hand again?
Yeah. A window washer had to be rescued after he got stuck on the side of Alabama's tallest building. He was 450 feet up in the air. And since he had a little bit of time waiting to be rescued, he decided to call up his mom just to say hi and let her know what was going on. Here is Jared and his mom talking about the incident.
50-50 shot. Either it's going to lock or it's not. And when it locked, I was like, okay, well, here we go.
He calls me a lot from work, and he said, hey, Mom, I'm stuck here on a ledge, and I'm just hanging out here, waiting until to see if Will be able to get me down. And I was like, oh, okay.
We haven't had many problems out of our equipment. We've noticed things that we were trying to get replaced and haven't had the chance to.
Jared has always been kind of a daredevil, and he always, if it's a high-risk job, he's like, sign me up.
I'm trying to think of who I would call if I was stuck on a... I'd call you? Yeah. And be like, Danny, what are you doing? You want to come hang out?
I'd just be like, hey, I can see you.
They'd be calling my boss like, can you get me down already? This sucks.
I do get real excited, though, when the window washers are, like, right outside the studio.
Mhm.
That is a wild, wild job. It's fun to watch.
Could you do it?
Hell no.
Even on a scaffold with like
No.
a harness attached?
Nope. I like roller coasters and things like that, but I don't really like that kind of heights.
Would you go on a ride? Like, I mean, if they said, hey, you could come up with us for just one time, go up and go right back down.
I mean, my stomach turned just thinking about it. I mean, maybe I would.
I like to think I would, but I don't think I could do it. That would just be too scary. Sarah, would you do it?
Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
She says yes to everything.
Well, if you're
Yeah,
attached,
that's George.
and if you're attached and then you're just dangling there, you're still surviving. You're just dangling.
Just dangling right there.
Yeah.
Hey, the Mariners are taking on the New York Mets at home. And then how about this tomorrow? I don't know if you guys know this, but your Seattle Seahawks. Go Hawks. First preseason game taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in Los Angeles.
Let's go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Wait, is today the first Blue Friday? Did we forget it? Crap. I didn't even think about it.
I got a blue pen.
That counts.
I'll just put it on my ear. Boom. Problem solved. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
Christy Pierce-Rampone here, former member of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, 3-time gold medalist, 2-time World Cup champion, and part of the 99 team that won the Women's World Cup, igniting passion for soccer everywhere. I'm mom to 2 teenage girls, and quality time together is prime time. We love to cook, and I have an obsession, a healthy one of course, with cooking utensils. Where do I turn? Amazon Prime, to get them fast. And when they arrive, where do I turn? To Prime, to stream the best cooking shows. And then, for dessert, what do? The Rampone team streams. Each of us gets to be the captain and pick the show. Right now, we're all over British TV, part of a Prime subscription. I think a trip to the UK is in the future, and of course, we'll get all we need for that trip. From workout clothes to raincoats, from plaids to luggage, from travel guides to umbrellas, from streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into. That's Amazon.com/Prime.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Christ, compassion, community. These three characteristics connect all believers. Here at Christian Healthcare Ministries, we prioritize our shared faith-based values by offering programs for every Christian. Why? Because that every Christian is you. From flexibility in picking providers to the ability to personalize your care with affordable options, you'll see biblical unity in action as our members make a difference. Learn more by visiting chministries.org/solution.